update regarding Lyndle and her symptoms that she was having the other day. We obviously took her to get tested for COVID. What she's experiencing and the symptoms that she's having are not necessarily typical of COVID-19. So she doesn't have like the dry cough that is usually associated with it. I don't know about assessing her sense of smell and taste, but she seems like she's smelling things. Brad was joking that she smelled a fart earlier. So she hasn't mentioned anything about not being able to taste, but that's a 2.5-year-old, so take that for what it's worth. She's been running a low-grade fever, very low grade, like in the 99s. And then Bear woke up with a stuffy nose and it's very low fever as well. And it makes sense now that Eloise was up a couple of nights ago, because last night I started getting a sore throat and I think Eloise has sounded stuffy too. She hasn't really had a fever, but it makes sense now that she was up a couple of times and a couple of nights in a row, because she probably had a sore throat. So, and she nursed a bunch, and so I bet she was just like trying to comfort herself. But that's where we're at. I'm gonna call the pediatrician just to be sure we're doing everything we're supposed to be doing. I had talked to our nanny Carrie, and her daughter was around somebody who was exposed, but their pediatrician said that until you are around somebody who has a confirmed positive, you resume your schedule as normal and just be cautious and watch for symptoms and things like that. So we've been kind of going above and beyond. We have been socially distancing ourselves this whole time, but we have taken it extra this time. Just with Lyndle having, I almost said Eloise, with Lyndle having these symptoms, we're not around anybody. I was supposed to have my childhood friend Leah and her family come over, and we were gonna hang out at the dock last night, and she just had a baby 6 weeks ago. So I just texted her and I was like, don't come. I can't in good conscience be around you guys with a little baby. Just, it's what a common cold is to somebody is not a common cold to somebody else. So just practice common courtesy with any illness that you have. It doesn't matter if it's COVID. I've kind of always been that way. If you are ill in any way, just don't go around people, because some people may not handle that illness as well as you do. What's mild to you may not be mild to an infant or somebody who's immunocompromised. So that's kind of where we're at, is we're just staying extra distant, and we'll kind of see what happens with her COVID testing. My gut tells me it's not COVID, but I just feel like if it is and it's just kind of some weird presentation, I'd want to know, and we need to be definitely self-isolating at that point. So we'll keep you guys posted, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and call Lyndle's doctor and just kind of get her take on this and what we should be doing in the meantime.
Thank you for calling Lake Regional. Our patient service representative will be with you shortly. If you are having a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you are a patient and are...
And I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Eloise! So she was in a sitting position, right? She went over the front?
Correct. And then she was laying all the way down, but pulled herself up.
Lyndle, can you show Eloise how to crawl?
Bear doesn't have a step right yet.
I'm not showing Bear. How do you crawl? Do you, what do you do? And you guys have diapers on because you're getting ready to go take a nap. Yeah. Look at you, girl! Go, girl! Yep, she's watching you. And she's gonna try to do that too. Good job, Eloise! Yay! Good job! Good job, girlfriend!
Show Eloise.
Look at you! Go, girl! Go, girl! Go, Boo Bear! Go, Boo Bear! See, Bear's crawling. That's funny. Bear's crawling. Come on, Eloise. Look. You can do it. That's right. You can do it. Lift up on your knees. There you go. Shimmy, shimmy. You're there. You're there. You're there. Eloise Elizabeth. No. Oh. Are you ready to have your mind blown?
Yes.
Eloise's birthday is in 2 months.
2.5 months.
2.5 months. I know, it's gonna be so fun.
Have you already picked out the theme?
I have not, so I need to start thinking about it. Her first birthday.
Weird.
Oh, it's breaking my heart. My heart is bleeding. Help me. I just love her as a baby so much. I felt the same way with the twins though, and I love them as toddlers. I still love them. Isn't that weird?
That's just
They're not
crazy.
babies anymore, and I still love them. You're ready for a nap. You wanna lay your little head down? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. She's waving now. Bye. She waves just like Lyndle waved, where she waves at herself.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye-bye. Stop growing. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye. Cutie.
How hilarious is it that Lyndle was calling this a muffin?
I know, it was sitting on the counter upside down, and she was like, there's a muffin up there.
Yeah.
That's a muffin.
Oh, you silly geese.
Is it hot out there?
Yes.
So Brad just got done mowing.
Yes.
We're taking turns because we both like to mow. I was curious as to whether that would start like a major fire explosion since I cleaned it this morning.
Thank God it did. Thanks for the warning.
I know, you're welcome. I guess it's okay. If you want to see me deep clean this thing, check out my other channel.
Real life update. What a giant weight off of our shoulders.
Yes. Huge relief.
Lyndle's test came back negative.
Yep.
Which we were highly anticipating. So a family friend of ours hung around somebody who tested positive, but they tested negative. So then we anticipated that Lyndle's test would come out negative.
That would have been the only even potential exposure that she had.
That we know of.
Right. It's just wild because we've only been around our family and our nanny. Like Lyndle and Bear have only been around our family and our nanny. So
Right, but I mean, but we're going to work, so.
Right.
But obviously have tons of PPE and are as safe as possible.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, just every time that you test, you just never know for sure.
Exactly.
I'm really glad that we did test.
Me too. Now we can kind of go back to normal once we're all well.
Exactly.
But
yeah, so sorry about our vlogs being kind of boring the past couple of days.
Yeah.
But we literally just haven't hung around anybody.
we haven't done anything. And we probably won't until we're completely symptom-free from this respiratory illness, but
Right. I'm totally back to normal. I feel great. Rachel's almost totally back to normal.
right.
And the
I just sound bad.
And the kids are probably only a day away from being totally back to normal.
Yeah, I feel like they hang on to the runny nose longer.
Yeah.
That's just kids.
Right.
That's why they get the expression snot-nosed little kids.
It's not enough little brats.
Oh,
But our kids aren't brats.
they're not brats.
No, we're really lucky.
Yeah.
We had a business meeting today, and we're really excited about the future potential partnership. We'll just say, should we give a sneak peek?
I don't know. We've had a handful of these that did not pan out, but were just kind of fun to go through the motions because it gives you behind the scenes of how they like do casting for TV shows and like
Right.
how TV shows work. And this is a little different because I think they're doing things more remotely and not in person. So I think the whole concept of what TV is gonna look like may change with all of this.
Totally.
So it was just kind of neat to see. If I drop down, I'm down here. Like if I'm on my tippy toes. I've been on my tippy toes this whole clip. No wonder my calves have such definition.
I was playing with the kids in the pool.
Kidding.
But anyway, so yeah, hopefully we'll have some more news in the future about that.
Yeah.
So if you want to stick with this, hit that subscribe button, follow us on our journey, hit that thumbs up, like, tell your friend about us. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.